Hey there! Thank you for joining me on the Soul Sister channel this morning on May the 4th. My name is Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today through Saturday, May the 10th. This week's video is entitled Uncommon Sense. There are two major energy shifts this week. Today we have Pluto going retrograde. Ooh, that energy is going to be stirring up some shit for us, let me tell you. And then on Saturday, we have Mercury going into Taurus. So, interesting week ahead. We're going to start the week by being very productive. We have all kinds of ideas. We need to be writing them down, sharing them with our coworkers or partners or whoever. Ideas with the workplace, ideas with home, career, location. We got all kinds of creativity, imagination going on that we need to pay attention to. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, all these fantastic ideas get boom, roadblock, because somebody doesn't like where we're going or why we're going or how we're going. So we will meet, there might be jealousy. There might be somebody who thinks it's such a good idea. They want to make it their own. So there's a little manipulation going on. So all this good stuff at the beginning of the week. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, just be aware of there will be other people who don't like what we're doing or what we're planning. How we deal with that is up to us. How we deal with that, I will go back to the keynote for this week, and we need to use our common sense. Common sense is pretty uncommon these days. So, and then on Saturday, we have Mercury going into Taurus. However, we have a T-square. So I'm going to talk about date night in a little bit. But let's talk about the energy of uncommon sense. And that's what I want us to focus on this week. We have some great earth energy, grounded energy, stable energy. So I always talk about, our imagination, creativity, and there's a lot of that at the beginning of the week. I also talk about the importance of meditation. Let's not stop that. Let's keep going daily to check in with our higher selves to get our direction and guidance. But this week, the focus is common sense. Okay, guys? Common sense. These ideas that we have, this imagination, this creativity, can it be manifested practically? Let's not be pie in the sky. There's plenty of pie in the sky this week out there ready to manipulate and control us. We need to stay grounded this week. Stay on the earth. If we're too crazy, getting too far out there, I have a tendency to do that. Go outside and dig our feet into the earth. Get our feet into the dirt so that we can ground ourselves. Work in the garden. Do something physical. I hate to say, clean the house, but that's pretty grounding. This week, common sense. Do the ideas that we have, do these strategies that we have, can they be manifested practically? Can they be effective long term? This is the week to really get grounded in our finances as well. Taurus is finances. Is our financial act together? Is it grounded in practicality, and is it stable? Is it long term? Can we depend on it? The outer world is in a huge flux. We certainly can't depend on that. So let's depend on us. Let's get our physical act together this week and make sure that we have all our bases covered as far as our work and as far as our finances and as far as our relationships as well. We've had a lot of romance, a lot of romantic energy going on the last couple of weeks. It continues this week. I'm not gonna focus on it because the one thing I do want us to focus on again is this relationship that we're looking at. Is it stable? Is it long term? Is it practical? Or is it this bullshit pie in the sky? Oh, I can change them kind of shit. Don't go there. Don't go there. It's okay. They'll change, or I can change them. You know, that is just self-sabotage and a recipe for disaster. We can't change anyone but ourselves. Remember that. So if we're looking at a relationship that looks really good, but, please pay attention to the buts this week. Look at those red flags. Make sure we're being practical and realistic. Big stuff. Now, so that is it. Anything that we're trying to manifest, anything that we're trying to implement, make sure it passes the common sense test. Because guys, got to tell you, there's not a lot of common sense around these days, so we better be grabbing onto it. Now, let's talk about this Pluto going retrograde. Well, Pluto is the energy of healing and transformation. It's also the energy of death and destruction. So let's put this energy with this practical Mercury and Taurus energy that we're working with this week. And let me tell you, if we have fall prey to delusions, manipulations, phantasmic stories, guess what Pluto's going to do? Pluto's going to say, oh my God, are you kidding me? Do you really think that's going to fly? Well, here's what I'm going to do. Destroy it. It gone. So if we have anything in our lives that we have deluded ourselves about, maybe it's this other relationship where, they're really perfect except for blah, 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 but we're going to go for it anyway. Pluto might just say, oh, no, you're not. This is not conducive to your growth. This does not support you, so it ain't happening. So if we see this week, and Pluto's going to be retrograde for a long time, so, we have plenty opportunities to see through our own illusions and delusions and get back to common frickin' sense. Okay? So that is it in a nutshell for the week ahead. I don't really have anything else to say. Oh, date night, we have Mercury actually going into Taurus. So, but then we also have a T-square, a moon T-square, which means there's some angst involved. There's some angst involved in a partnership, some kind of relationship, whether it's friends or family. Pluto in Aquarius is the square. So if we're going off on a new road, trying something different, the partner, the family, the friends, whoever are not really supportive of that on Saturday. So remember that. So we've had the beginning of the week. We're very excited. We've managed to get through the middle of the week. We have allowed everyone to say whatever they had to say about our project, idea, strategy, wherever we're going, but that we've held true to it. We realize that what we're doing makes common sense to us, makes sense to us. It's practical, it's reliable, it's grounded. And I'm sorry it's different. I'm sorry you don't like to go out of the box and it's a new thing. But it supports me, so I'm gonna stay with it. So that's where Saturday could be a lot. Well, it's going to be like that on Wednesday at the end of the week with other people, whether in the workplace or in the home or wherever. Saturday, it's more our partners, family, and friends that we're going to experience this kickback with. So just don't go crazy on them. Just don't go crazy on anybody on Saturday. It's a great day to get our chores done, group projects, doing something together to get our space organized and straightened. Taurus likes, as it wants to be, everything needs to be aesthetically pleasing to the Taurian energy. So if our home is a crap hole, we're not going to feel good, and we're not going to be able to get anything manifested or done to help support us, because we're in this angst of very discordant, unorganized energy. As we organize our physical energy, our spiritual energy will align as well, because that's how it works. Isn't that great? As above, so below, folks. Inner, outer. The outer world is just a reflection of our inner world. So our inner world needs some work. That's all I can tell you. So let's work on that. Let's make sure we get our meditation in this week. Make sure we're checking in with our higher self on a daily basis. But make sure we use our common sense. If it's too good to be true, it is. Is it practical? Is it reliable? Is it grounded? Over again. Is it realistic? That is our challenge this week. Going forward with whatever we have going on, make sure that it complies with this Taurian grounded energy. So Pluto, who just went retrograde, doesn't come and just rip it out from under us. Okay? So that is the week ahead. We'll have a great date night Saturday. Get our chores done, as long as we don't go too crazy on our partner, friends, or family out of the box, okay? Just stay close to home. Stay as practical and grounded as possible on Saturday as well. So let's begin the week, this very grounded, commonsensical week, by becoming balanced, aligned, connected with our higher selves. We'll take our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll say our Sun in Taurus affirmation. Let's take our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity, all the toxicity. It's all flowing out of our bodies, just flowing away to wherever it came from. I sometimes like to say, hope it's not us, because it's coming back to us if we did that. If we want to be negative and toxic, it's going to come back and bite us in the butt while we're in this space of white light connected with our higher selves. We will say our Sun in Taurus affirmation. When I come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I can see clearly. We'll say the affirmation. We'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for just 5 seconds. Let's say it together. When I come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I can see clearly. Good. Good affirmation. Like last week, it doesn't really zing with the message this week, but it kind of does, because when we come from love, abundance, and gratitude, my sister likes to call it LAG. That's her acronym she's given it to love, abundance, and gratitude. Everything kind of works out. Everything kind of flows exactly where it needs to flow. It's a hard thing to remember, though. There's a lot of angst going on out there, a lot of discordant energies going out of there, a lot of conflicting energies going on out there. So, what we need to do is come back to self. Make sure, as I said over and over again, get our meditations in. Our meditations help us realign, rebalance, rest so that we can deal with the bullshit that's going on out there in a more healthy and balanced way if we can. All right. Now, come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat. I do my daily inspirational messages. I use oracle cards and kind of give us an idea to stay with us through the day that helps us remain balanced, aligned, and connected to our higher self. I also like to post interesting memes. Some are funny, some are thought provoking, some are just beautiful that I really like. And as I always preach, if you're in a spot, you don't know the answer, you're kind of confused, go check out Soul Sister Cat Facebook page. For myself and for many that I know, just scrolling through, we either get the answer we need, or in my case, I get the attitude adjustment I need. Okay, make it a great week. Please, common sense, be realistic. Don't fall under any manipulation, any control, any stories that are too good to be true, because they are, especially when we're planning our own future. Make sure we're financially stable. Make sure our home is straightened and organized so that it can be a place of peace where we come home and realign and be healthy again, healthy and balanced and aligned again. Have a good week. Remember, life is lived from the inside out. Namaste.